right, so Marco, glad to have you on.
Happy to be here.
As everyone knows or can see, that we're not in our regular podcast studio because Marco is a hermit, will not leave his house. So Marco, we've known each other for probably 10, 12 years now.
Yes, 10, 12, something like that.
Through Mark.
Technically my nephew,
Yeah.
but I call him my cousin.
So we met at Mark's bachelor party.
We did.
In 2015.
Okay. I remember that.
Do you remember that?
I do.
Sitting on the deck.
He was the only guy not drinking with me because I don't drink. So we were both staring at frat bros drink all day, which was very entertaining.
So I want to get the true story. People get to know Marco because people see $1 Million Marco. They see Piemonte cars. I want people to kind of understand who you really are because I don't think people really understand the story.
Like peel the skin back.
Peel
a
the
little
skin
bit.
back a little bit. Yeah, peel layers back. So, let's go all the way back to childhood. Let's
in diapers.
In diapers, man.
Last time I went back to childhood, I just started crying from all the childhood trauma. What people don't understand is before I was Marco Piemonte, I was Marco Panagakis, and that was my Greek last name. And I had, unfortunately, I had a dad that just wasn't ready to be a dad. And I haven't had contact with him since I was probably 12 years old. My biological dad tried to get back in my life when I was 18. I didn't want it. Like at that point, I already had a dad. Al was my dad. So Al came into my life when I was about 8 years old. And I just never looked back. Like when you're in second grade and a man comes into your life and all of a sudden he's the one I have growing pains and he's rubbing your knees, making sure you feel okay. He's the one driving you to practice. He's the one talking you through life. That's the only dad you recognize. So people only know me as, $1 Million Marco or Marco Piemonte, but my real Marco is the people that really know me know that my last name was Panagakis. It was Panagakos.
When did you start realizing that Al was your dad?
So when I was 12 years old, roughly, my biological dad didn't want to pay child support anymore. And he wasn't. He was late. He was behind. And my dad, or Al, I should say, since we're trying to explain this, Al said, you know what? Why don't you not pay another $1, but why don't you just sign over all your rights to your son? And he did. So he signed all over his rights to my dad. And then I was in the court. And back then, let me tell you something. Family court back then was the wild. Jerry Springer, like that was real shit. Like I was at the Lake County Courthouse and we were signing the paperwork and the judge is like, Charles Panagakis, do you understand that you're renouncing the rights to your son and this is no longer your son? And I'm like,
yeah.
And he's like, yeah, he's no longer my son. I'm like, all right. And I look over at Al and I'm like, so
dad.
So I'm like, you're my dad. Well, you were my dad, but now you're my dad. And he's like, yeah, nothing changes here. So I got in the car with him and my mom was crying and I didn't really understand it at the time, but at the end of the day, that's why I'm the dad I am today. And I can get emotional when I talk about it because I don't think people understand, like, I'm a father of 3. I could never imagine just giving up my kid. Yeah. And I don't think people understand that. Like, I could just cry about it, thinking about it. It's a very soft spot for me because I could just never say to somebody, my kids are now your kids. Like, those are my fucking kids.
Right.
So that was tough. That's part of, like, I kind of hide that emotional side to me because it's hard.
It shows, a lot of people don't see I'm around you and your family a lot.
Yeah.
But I think it shows a lot about your mom because I know your mom a little bit too.
Yeah.
Hard worker, grinder.
The best.
Smart, caring, loving. And I think that reflects a lot what she has instilled into you because me being around her, and I think everyone, I know a lot of people that are around her would say the same thing.
Her and I, we have a lot of similarities. The only difference is I'm way more social. My mom is like, you think I'm a hermit. My mom goes home and goes to bed at 9:00 every night. Where me, like, I like to have a nice time. I think where I could find a little bit of balance is I need to balance a little bit of what my mom does. And if we could equalize out with each other, like balance each other out, it'd be really positive for both of us.
Yeah.
Her and I don't mind networking. She hates it. I don't mind connecting and talking about nothing. She doesn't want to talk about nothing. My mom is one of the most talented business people that I've ever met in my life. Her ability to like create a culture, her ability to kind of get people to all come together for one common goal It's not common in the world that we're in. And everyone like forgets, like when my dad died, I was 24 years old. 25 years old. Like I didn't know what to do.
Right.
Like 13 years before that, I just got adopted.
Right.
I mean, like, what the hell's going on here? You know? But it's funny because, you know, if we really want to go back to childhood, I got sent to military school in 6th grade.
St. John's?
No, I went to Le Mans Academy in Rolling Prairie, Indiana. It was an all-boy military academy. It was actually a Notre Dame military academy.
Like an affiliate?
It was like an affiliate, yeah. And man, it was tough. I mean, imagine you're 150 all-boy military academy. You're shining shoes, square corners, and you're in 6th grade.
Was there a reason that you went there? Was it for just like a structure? Was it like you were misbehaving, or was it just like this is where you're going?
Great question. If my top mom told me to sit down, I sat down.
Yeah.
If my dad told me to jump, I jumped.
Yeah.
If they told me to shut the fuck up, I shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm. The only difference is when a teacher would tell me something, I'd be like, well, I want you to explain why.
Yeah.
Because I'm really not fully understanding why you're telling me that.
Sure.
And I was like, it wasn't maybe a problem with authority. It was more so like, you know what? There's only 2 people in my life that can tell me what to do.
Right.
And I'm not saying that was good, because I think you need, at a young age, I think that you need to learn that there's different levels to things. And a teacher's an authoritative figure, and you need to, and I'm trying to instill that in my kids now.
For sure.
So it's like my karma's catching up. My middle child, she's very combative. Like she'll fight with anybody. Yeah. And she's 6. So, but yeah, I needed structure. I needed routine. I needed to understand like a little bit of a military lifestyle. So when people are like, "Oh, like you've been so blessed your entire life," they don't really like understand. Right. I'm not saying I have a very good life, and I am not complaining, and I will say it with a smile. But what people don't understand is like I got my ass beat a lot there. I was so homesick that I would call my mom at 6:30 a.m. on a calling card. You guys remember calling cards? Mm-hmm. You'd have to dial the card number in and then press the code, and it would tell you you'd have 2 minutes left on your calling card, and I'd be crying to my mom. I'm like, I got 2 minutes left. Like, I miss you. Please let me go home. And I'm crying because I'm going through. I just got adopted, but then I got sent away. Like, am I not wanted? Like, what's going on here? Like, I don't fully understand what the hell's going on. So a lot of my trauma definitely comes, and people don't know about it, but a lot of my trauma comes from military school. But it's also a lot of my strengths too.
Yeah.
Like,
and how long were you at that school for?
I was at Le Mans Academy 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And then following that, I came back and I was like, I get to be a regular kid again. And I went to Driscoll Catholic High School. And they're a big football school back then. For sure. And I walk into Driscoll and I'm like 130-pound, 5'4", like Italian kid, wearing, the
checks out.
You know what I mean? Like that was just the look. Spiky hair, Italian jacket. I was a little clubber.
What year did you graduate Driscoll?
So I would have graduated Driscoll in 2007.
Would have. All right, let's talk about that.
So I started Driscoll. I went to Driscoll my freshman year. I was a 3-sport athlete: basketball, baseball, football.
Absolute freak athlete. For people that don't believe it, I've seen it.
I've heard.
Pat hasn't seen it, but I'm definitely a better athlete than people think. But long story short, I left there and got recruited to play baseball at IMG Academy.
Oh, nice.
So I played baseball at IMG Academy, and I was really good. Like, I was there, but my grades were terrible. My grades were so bad that, when I got a D, I would high-five my mom because I just didn't care about school. School was just not my thing. Like, the idea of sitting in the same seat for an hour and just, like, is torture to me. Like, I know it's a little bit of my ADHD. I've never been diagnosed, but I can't sit still that long. I'd be in the seat, like, bobbing and weaving and freaking out. So my parents said, hey, send me your grades. I go, oh, no, they mailed them. Like, we're good. So when they came to see me, they went down to the office because they knew they're like, something's up with him. They went down to the office. I was always a little finagler. Like, I was always trying to manipulate the system. But my parents could see through it, so they went to the office, got my grades, and they packed my shit, and they whooped my ass.
And this is Al.
Al.
Yep.
Al and my dad, my dad, and my mom whooped my ass, packed my shit, and all the coaches, they were like, he's going to be a Division I baseball player. I remember my dad saying, he's going to make more in the car business.
Yeah.
Which is true. I would have been a role player. Like, even if I made it to the show, I would have been a role player. Like, I'm not a star. Like, I wouldn't have been a star. But it's a harsh reality where when you're young, you grind as an athlete, and then all of a sudden, if you don't make it to the top tier, what are you then? Like, what's your identity? Who are you?
I think a lot of athletes, we've talked about that before, a lot of athletes lose their identity after they're done playing.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, school is usually, it's kind of like they always talked about being a student athlete, right? Student first, athlete second. But I mean, it was, when you're playing at a high level, it's tough to kind of have student be first and athlete be second because you're so focused on it. So
makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that. Did you go through any of that?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I think you just don't think that the sport's going to be done when it is done, right? You always say, like, it's done with you before you want to be done with it.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like, oh shit, like maybe I should have paid a little bit more attention in some of those classes. But I think a lot of athletes deal with that, the identity thing.
Yeah, we talked about that when we first started the podcast. Was like, we should talk about athletes that lose their identity and what do they do afterwards? Like,
I think that's a lot of them are depressed.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like, what am I? I used to wake up, work out, meal plan, this, that, and the other. Like, what is left?
They had discipline.
Just to give you an idea, so I left military school, all this structure. I came back to Driscoll. There's no structure.
No structure.
I'm living like a fun life again. I go to IMG, back to a little bit of structure, right?
Yeah.
Because there was constantly training. I was doing the weight, the pool. There was a pool session there where you had to do like a pool lift.
Yeah.
Then there was weight room. Like, you're only in school at IMG for 3 hours a day.
Yep.
That's it.
It's like a college prep.
It's college prep. Yep. It's like they just want to get you like a degree, like a diploma, so you could just move on to college.
Right, and they probably would have been able to do that for you.
No problem.
Despite your bad grades.
They would have said, "Listen, we're going to get you passed, and you're going to be a D1 athlete, and they're going to get you a tutor." And the way that these athletes do it, and I've learned, unfortunately, is they diagnose you with something. And when they can diagnose you with something, even if it's a fake diagnosis, they could say, well, we're going to have them a tutor, and this is how we're handling it. Yeah. And then that's the way through the system. Like, how did he get into Notre Dame? It's a little harder there, but you get my point. Like, Alabama, how did that guy? He had all Fs. Like, how is he here? Well, it's simple. Like, they're going to have a tutor, and they're going to have it's intense for the kid. But now he's at Alabama for a year, and then he goes to the NFL. But that's how sports are nowadays. It's crazy, but. This whole idea, getting back to what I was saying, is this whole idea that I had this blessed life. People have no idea.
Well, then you left IMG and went to St. John's.
Left IMG, came back, got kicked out of Driscoll.
Okay.
I got kicked out of Driscoll. I got kicked out of Lake Park.
No.
You want to say why? Or you?
Yeah, I can go into it. So at Driscoll, when I was a freshman in high school, there was a dean named Mr. Lewick, and he was our basketball coach.
Shout out.
Yeah. So
allegedly.
Yeah. So long story short, we were on the way back from a away basketball game, and I said, "Mr. Lewick," and all the guys, yo, shh. Like, 'cause like me, I was always trying to rile everybody up. I was like, "All right, quiet. Mr. Lewick, I know you committed your life to God, but does that mean you're a virgin? Because that would really suck." So I got suspended for the first half of the game. Of our next game, I had to like run laps. I had to run like 10 miles or some shit. And when I got back to Driscoll, lo and behold, he was no longer just like, Mr. Lewick, he was now the dean. And I was like, oh shit, like, hey, Mr. Lewick, like, I know, like, we haven't seen each other since freshman year, but like, I'm a junior now, and it's at my end of my sophomore year, and like, it's not going to be a thing. Like, I'm going to make sure we're good. He didn't like me, so I didn't take my jacket off, and he turned it into a whole thing. They tried to extort my mom and dad for 5 vans to be donated to the school. Wow. And that's when I started to realize who people think you think people are, they're not. There's always there's a purpose behind it. Mm-hmm. Like, what's the purpose behind? The school wanted to use me as a token, like a weapon, against my parents, saying, well, they need him to be here.
Right.
And let's get 5 vans from them.
Yeah.
Let's extort them for 5 vans. The difference was my mom and dad said, you know what? We're not going to do that. And he's gone. And then before I went to Driscoll, I went to Lake Park for about 2 weeks, and I got kicked out because I told this one guy to stop selling drugs to my friend. He was selling my friend weed. My buddy was a big oaf, and I didn't want him to smoke weed anymore. And the guy, I said, if you sell it to him again, I'm going to beat your ass. Long story short, I went to go and fight him. This dean that was there, he was great. He threw me over his shoulder like I was a little child. It was the most embarrassing moment of my life. He threw me over his shoulder. He threw the other guy over his shoulder, like both of us, like children. Bang! And we went to the office, and I was kicked out immediately. Like, I was out. So I got kicked out of 2 schools within like a month. And then that's when I ended up in military school again in St. John's.
Do you
in
own
Wisconsin.
any athletic records there at St. John's?
I did. I don't think they're still in place.
No.
No. Like I stole 47 bases my senior year for baseball.
Wow.
I batted over 400.
When I visited Mark there, I think I saw some records. That's why.
Baseball was my thing. Like I owned people at baseball. There was only one other kid there that was maybe he was probably a little better than me. His name was Ryan McGee. He was unbelievable. And he probably could have went really far. But he took his life, unfortunately. He was an amazing guy. Love that guy. Which is scary because a lot of people from my military schools have committed suicide.
Now, were all the other the people that were at the military school like there for similar reasons, or?
So behavioral, there was a lot of that. There was a lot of international students. So I don't really understand the international side of it, but I think in Mexico, if you don't serve in any type of like military, you have to go into the Mexican military, from what I learned, and that could be wrong or maybe it's bad info, but from what I understood, these parents sent them to this school, and that allowed them, by going to get an American education, their kids did not have to serve in the Mexican military. So very high-end families would ship their kids out. Like the vice president of Mexico's son went to the military school I was at.
Oh, no kidding.
Okay. And this is very like, we're talking like the Secret Service of that. They would come in and the Mexican Secret Service would come in and do a sweep before he would come. But politics back then were much easier. Like people just cared, right? But long story short, life there wasn't bad. I mean, it was great. Military school, when you look back, as hard as it was a lot of fun.
Right.
You're constant with guys having fun. You're playing sports, your weights, and like all the different things you have fun doing with your guy friends. It's like one big sleepover, but the only difference is you're missing part of your childhood. Your childhood's taken from you.
Yeah.
And that's hard. Like and that's what leads to like all the things that, and my wife's gonna get mad at me for going into this, but all the things that I've had trouble with, like, I think that's why I've really struggled at the beginning of our marriage, because I wanted to be a whore. I feel like I was making up for lost time. Mm-hmm. I loved female attention because for so long, before I was 18, I spent 5.5 years in a freaking like boarding school.
Yeah, it's like being in training camp for 5 years.
It's like, imagine being around 400 cocks all year long, and then when you get out, you're just explode.
Right.
Like, I was going, it didn't matter. I mean, I didn't care, big or small, I loved them all. Taste the rainbow.
Taste the rainbow, baby.
And I mean, when I tell you, I know we laugh, but it's like, imagine you're just constantly in school. You're showering in the same showers as guys. You're getting your ass beat with guys. Like, all you wanted was females. So when I got out, it's like, I didn't know how to be. And I think that's why God, and I do believe in a God. I do believe they're in a higher power. And I think that's why he gave me 3 daughters, to really humble me and put me back in place. I do believe in that. I have 3 daughters that are going to be beautiful. And it's a blessing and it's a curse, because I'm now in this weird spot where today my daughter said that she has a crush on a boy who, this little boy stole someone's credit card and tried to use it at my shop. So in my head, I'm like, holy fuck. Like, she has a crush on this boy named Peter who stole a credit card.
Allegedly.
I mean, whatever.
You see a little bit of yourself in this boy?
I do. And you know what's crazy? My middle name's Peter.
Oh, no.
And I look at this kid, and he's a good kid. He's not a bad kid.
Right.
He didn't know.
Right.
I mean, he's just doing it because he's like, oh, maybe I can get away with it.
Right, for sure.
He's not like a malicious kid. But my thing is like, holy fuck, like, is this my karma? And I don't think people fully understand that. So you talk about childhood trauma. I go through all this shit. I have people telling me when I'm growing up, my mom's really pretty, right? So I have people telling me, I'm going to fuck your mom. I'm going to say all these things. I'm dealing with that. Then I got my biological dad says, okay, I don't want him anymore. Then Al says, okay, I'm going to adopt Marco. Okay, great. Now I've got a dad. Then my dad dies. I'm like, okay, now I got no dad. I've got a mom. My mom's lonely now. Now I got to have a family because I'm like an only child.
Right.
I got no one else. I got my mom and me. What the fuck do I do now?
Right.
Then I meet Allie. I'm not anywhere near the type of husband I should have been to her. It's terrible. Like, I look back, I'm like, why did she stay? Her leaving, she could have got way more money leaving me than staying. So the narrative, it's about money. It's not.
Right.
Maybe she's just that, like, blind. I don't know. But she saw it all. She fought with me. We went through a lot. Like, I look back, if I can go back in time, the only thing I would do is not hurt her.
Right.
Like, all the things I've done, if there's one thing in my life I would change, it wouldn't be not going to military school. It wouldn't even be my dad being around now. It'd be not being the guy I was to my wife. Hurts. It's crazy, but it hurts. I mean, And when you go to bed at night and your wife's next to you and you say to yourself, oh, fuck, like, who's got my back? Really, your wife. I mean, who else?
Ride or die.
Like, if I lost my arm, who's there? My wife.
Right.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's tough. I feel like an idiot when I talk about it. When I say it out loud, it hurts even more.
Yeah, that's definitely got to be tough. And she's obviously she loves you, loves your family, loves your kids, and stuck around you for a reason.
For sure.
I get to spend a lot of time with you, family, wife. So I mean, you've built a wonderful family.
I did, and I'm happy to have my family. I wouldn't change it for anything. But speaking of family, I always have you here fixing everything. So people don't know is I'm the least handy person in the world. I can't fix something if you paid me. So I always have I call him Sugar Daddy Jeff.
Sugar Daddy Jeff.
Even though I have to give him sugar to come, but that's okay. It's all in good faith. Jeff fixes everything in my house. Literally everything. Smoke detectors, dishwasher, disposals.
Allie sends me fake things that are broken just to send us here.
Yeah, just you never know.
Jeff said he had a honey-do list when he got.
Before we filmed this podcast, I had a honey-do list to get done here.
Thank God, my wife doesn't like tall guys. I might have to worry about Jeff being here.
That's funny.
The dealerships too. We do quite a bit at the dealerships.
Do all the commercial stuff, which is awesome. You guys are really good at it, though. Your guys' ability to do everything is kind of concerning.
One-stop shop.
Actually, do you remember when I lost power in Elmhurst and then?
Yes, and you said, "Hey, I will pay anybody a lot of money to come fix this generator
right
it's
now.
Putting CO2 in my house." Me and Joe, Joe, my right-hand man,
Absolutely. Joe Bonero.
Joe Bonero. So
Cadillac Joe, I call him.
Oh, dude.
So Joe and I, what do? We come over to your Elmhurst house.
Yeah.
And we moved the generator because I think it was the CO2 getting in the house in the basement.
It was shooting into like a pipe, which then was coming into the basement and triggering an alarm. It was the craziest.
The fire department was there twice or something.
Yeah,
and the power was out for what, 3 days?
Power was out in Elmhurst for 4 days.
So we came out there, moved his generator in a couple hours away from the house. We had to repipe everything to get the gas, back to the transfer switch and got it done. I remember that. Yeah,
well, speaking of that, that's when our relationship kicked off, and you set me up with that bookie. Do you remember that?
I do. I know.
Don't get shy. It's okay.
Besides being able to do everything, I know a lot of people too.
You do.
We were talking. I think you said, "Hey, I got cut off again for the, umpteenth time."
Yeah, I was like, I was beating bookies. So before sports betting was legal, it was still happening all over the world, right? So there was local bookies, and I put like 4 or 5 just completely they didn't want my business anymore. And it wasn't because I was like betting sharp stuff. I was just not afraid.
I can confirm that he is not sharp.
Yeah, not sharp.
I can confirm that.
Yeah, I don't even care when I say it. Like I bet and I fire to fire. And
can you tell people what sharp and square is real quick, just so they know what we're talking about?
Sharp is you're on the right side of every line movement. You understand maybe a little bit of inside information per se. I get that info, but I really don't like betting. Like it's so weird when somebody tells me, "Hey, game's fixed." It doesn't I don't get the same feeling out of it. Like I want to feel that dopamine. I want to feel that release. The world of betting is a wild world. Bookies owing millions of dollars to people, not paying it. I had bookies not pay me $50,000, and then what do you do? Chase a guy that has wife and kids for $50,000? I mean, what are you going to do? It's illegal anyway, right? But then that's why I'm happy sports betting's legal now, right? Like you don't have to fight that fight.
Yeah, the problem with that is with it being legal, there's still the same issue. Like I can't bet on sports points bets. I can pay $5 on FanDuel and DraftKings. Like that's my max bet I can.
Why can't you?
For sharp betting.
Because you only bet sharp.
Only bet sharp, yeah. So now I can't play on there. My social security number is I can max bet $5. So I can't. I just can't bet.
And it's just because you just kept winning?
No, it has nothing to do with winning. Because just because you're sharp doesn't mean you win.
Okay.
I know a lot of sharp people that lose.
Yeah. Right. Sharp means you bet the line, and then the line moves.
Okay.
And it's like, oh, he has inside information.
Imagine a world where you're always on the right side of a weird shift.
Yep.
So like the Lions game,
kind of like the politics, politicians in the stock market. How are they always on the right side?
It's always insider trading. Imagine he's always on the right side of insider trading.
Right, but were they accurate in that you're sharp?
Yeah, they were sharp bets.
Okay.
They were definitely sharp bets.
Okay.
Yeah, they weren't, and they're not wrong. It's just because they were sharp, they said, "Oh, we don't want your action."
I want to pull the mic up a little closer. It's going to be very good.
Yeah. So now, and they didn't always win either.
Got it.
It's just because.
Are you net positive sports betting? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have not placed a bet this year at all.
No.
I have nowhere to bet.
You miss it?
No, I have no, because I did it with a group of a group of guys with buddies, like
a crew.
A crew. I never, I personally, recently have never placed a bet. I don't miss it all. I can still watch a game the same way I did before.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you do fantasy football?
Nope. Never.
Do you sports bet?
No.
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 Does it intrigue you at all?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't do it.
Yeah, you just know you'd like it.
Yeah.
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 Yes, football gets you. Yeah, football's the best sport to bet on. I don't care what anybody says. It's just by far the peaks and the valleys of betting a football game are the best. Plus, you can go to the bathroom in a commercial when they take a break for it's fourth down. Let me run to the bathroom. It allows you to eat. It allows you to socialize. It allows you to have fun. It allows you to bet.
Yeah.
With basketball, you're like, oh my God, they scored 6 points in 10 seconds. With football, you could feel a game. You could feel the shift. They missed a field goal. All right, done.
Everything matters.
Everything matters.
Everything matters.
Game of inches.
That's why I love it.
So did you rewind with the gambling thing? So have you always kind of had this passion?
You want to grab him, cuz?
Did you always have this passion for okay, I'm going to bet on this, I'm going to bet on that, and then it just kind of snowballed into maybe what it is today?
So the way I started gambling wasn't even sports. So I started gambling. I don't know if people remember, but when you're a kid, you go into your friend's basement and you just start playing poker.
Oh yeah.
So I was playing poker.
Texas Hold'em.
And then speaking of Texas Hold'em, then there's a site called, how old are you two?
37.
Okay.
34.
Remember Full Tilt Poker?
Yeah,
And
for sure.
Poker Stars?
For sure.
So I started on Full
Chris
Tilt.
Moneymaker.
Oh, there we go. So I go on Full Tilt Poker, $25 buy-in to get into a $750,000, $214 guarantee on a Sunday, like a tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Online.
Yeah. Came in fourth place, made $47,000.
No way.
What
How
age?
old are you?
19.
Whoa.
This is me. I like this.
I like this.
I like this.
All right.
So I'm 19. I win 47 and change. I look at my girlfriend at the time. I'm like, yo, babe, we're going on a trip.
Yeah, we can do anything we want.
Where we going? Like, I'm rich. Right? So she's like, oh my God, this is crazy. Whatever. So I pay my $15,000 in taxes, which I should have never paid because they weren't reporting anything.
Okay.
And my parents made me, but I reported it all, whatever.
So you told your parents that you just made this money?
Of course. I was like, hey, look, I don't need you guys anymore.
Right.
I remember at the time I was 19, I was making, at the time I just dropped out of college. I was making like $100,000 a year. And in my head, I just made $50,000 in my pocket. I was like, this is great.
That was easy.
So anyways, we go to Mexico. I come back. We're having fun. I bought our new pair of tatas. We were having a blast. It was a good time. Boobs back then were cheap, $5,000 for a really nice set.
That's
I actually
awesome.
bought one boob. She paid for the other one on care credit.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Two of them weren't included, huh?
Yeah, it wasn't a buy one get
Get one free. That's only if you bring two people.
But then here you play poker, and then poker leads you to sports.
Yeah.
It's just an automatic entryway, right?
Yeah.
You're sitting on
Gateway drug.
It is. It is a gateway. So all of a sudden I start sports betting, and I lose all of the money I had.
All of it.
All of it. And I'm like, holy fuck! Like, what the fuck happened? I was betting $200 a game. I just kept losing.
Yeah.
First half, second half, game, quarters, this, that, and the other. And then there was these two guys. The two guys that taught me how to sports bet were a guy named Sam Ahmad and Mark Dazzo. Those two guys worked at our Ford store, and they were finance managers, and they taught me round robins and teasing games. And long story short, as my fame has risen in the sports world, they're like, without us, you wouldn't even know how to bet. And I was like, you're right. Without you guys were the gateway drug, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should thank you for that or not, but long story short, it's I look back and it's brought me around to a lot of cool people, but obviously a lot of bad people and a lot of sad too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I don't gamble like you. I don't drink, so I don't know what my gateway drug is yet.
You don't know what it is? You don't do anything?
Your gateway drug is just hard work and being kind of just Johnny on the spot for whatever you need.
I do agree with that. I mean, you are Johnny on the spot all the time.
I appreciate that.
We do need to find you a hobby though.
I know.
Guns, maybe guns.
I am. Yeah. I do shoot a lot.
Okay,
I
that's
have.
a hobby.
Yeah, but you haven't. When was the last time you shot? Oh, you do a lot of the
I do sharpshooting.
Yeah.
Volunteer sharpshooter.
That's true.
So
Kills deer for fun, for sport.
Wow.
I
What does it mean, volunteer sharpshooter?
Yeah, well, so I hunt duck, goose, deer, do that.
Well, there's like overpopulated areas. You get like.
Yeah, they're the volunteer sharpshooter.
It's like a volunteer fireman?
No, those guys just
Yeah,
sling
like what's
metal.
a non like?
So we get
Can I
together.
be a volunteer, not the sharpest shooter, but I wanted to hang out? Is that a thing?
We do cook Jack's pizzas about 2 a.m. when we're done.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, that's what we do.
But you got brought on by like the sheriff's department or something, right? Isn't it has something to do with that?
Yeah.
So they would be the actual sharpshooters.
No,
Okay, so then what is
We
a
are.
volunteer sharpshooter?
you don't get paid to be a sharpshooter. So I shot competitively. So Shay, remember Shay?
Yeah, Shea Butler,
You introduced me to Shay.
Yeah.
Shay got me into competitive sharpshooting.
Okay.
But competitive sharpshooting takes a lot of time, a lot of effort.
Yeah.
And then I started having kids.
He would have those guns that would shoot like a mile away.
Yeah, he would. So he would set them up for me.
It's like a sniper.
Yeah,
It is. It's what it was. Yeah.
is.
So he would set the guns up for me. He would, make the ammo, do the dope card for me. We'd take shots at 1,900 yards.
Wow.
Like hit it. So that became actually funny story. My very first competitive sharpshooting event was the day after Mark's wedding.
Wow.
That was my very first one.
How'd you do?
I did well, but it was
Sounds like
hot.
you didn't win.
It was hot. It was very hot.
didn't win.
I had a very late night.
Fair.
Excuses.
And,
Here come the excuses.
It was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. The guys in that community are very unique. They're super nice, super helpful.
Probably people you wouldn't even think of, huh?
People you wouldn't even think of.
Yeah.
The gun community is a unique community because people think it's like these macho people.
That's what people think. That's why people think like bookies. They think like scary Italian guy.
Yeah.
All the bookies I know, they're nice, but they're sensitive and
Dorks.
and very analytical and little emotional.
Yeah, yeah. So I got into competitive sharpshooting, and then it just became too time consuming. And somebody said, "Hey, this is something you should join."
It's expensive too.
It's very expensive, yeah. This is something you should join. And I met a lot of good people in this volunteer sharpshooting program. Met a couple of business partners in it. A couple of my employees do it as well.
That's cool.
So,
Love that.
I have, over the past 10 years now, I've been a volunteer sharpshooter. I don't know the exact hours, but we won an award, I think 2 or 3 years ago, for the most money saved for the county.
Wow.
And then we had the most hours volunteered.
Do you ever have to go to like a crisis situation?
No, this is no.
Not shooting people.
This is
If something was to go down, do they call them volunteer sharpshooters?
Hey Jeff, we need you to take care of
We
something.
got a hostage situation. We need a volunteer sharpshooters.
No,
They don't call them
I
the
think that's why they have
volunteers
like SWAT, the guys that actually like train in
For
this-
that.
For that.
All right.
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
You ever think you could do that?
Do I think I could?
Yeah.
Shoot a
Probably.
person?
Like handle that type of high stress situation where you have to be that sharp.
Yeah, it's a great question because obviously there were some things that happened recently, and I say no because you haven't deer hunted, right?
No.
You have never been deer hunting.
No.
People that get like buck fever, they're about to shoot a buck. They shake.
Yeah.
I have shot well over 350 deer.
Wow.
I don't, unless it's a big deer, I don't get that anymore, but you still get that adrenaline rush. And I can't imagine what somebody in that situation feels like
Right before they kill someone?
before you take a human life. I can't
Yeah.
imagine that. Like people do ask that all the time. I got mentally got to be in a different space.
Yeah.
Because people talk about concealed carry,
Yeah.
right? Like, oh, I conceal carry. Like, well, how often do you shoot? What do you mean, how often
Never.
do I shoot? Never. Like, oh, so you're going to be relaxed enough in a situation where you're going to take your gun out, take the safety off, and shoot somebody?
Because you have to be ready to use it the right way if you're going to use it.
Correct. Yeah. You have to prep, and people don't prep. And I think people are like, yeah, I could do it. Macho.
I think gun culture, and I say this as like, I always say I'm all for gun rights, but I do think that sometimes people get a little too, like, I'm no expert with a firearm.
Right.
right? I don't care how much military school training.
For
they
sure.
did. But all I'm saying is a lot of guys walk around like,
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm like, can you disassemble that firearm in front of you and put it back together? Probably not.
No chance.
Yeah, it's an ego thing, I think, for a lot of guys. Like, yeah, I could do it. It's like, I don't think you could, because there's people who miss shooting birds and deer and other animals. Like, you think you could take
in that high stress situation.
stress,
I feel like I would have an easier time like killing a bad guy that was like doing really bad things than sometimes I feel like sitting in like a tree stand and just killing a deer just eating berries.
That's, what's crazy? I understand that.
You know what I mean?
If you told me kill this random deer or kill this bad guy, I think I could kill the bad guy and
sure.
go get food after.
For sure. But we say that, right? And it's like we're in this situation.
That's my brain too.
Yeah.
I'm with you there.
Yeah, for the record,
Yeah.
everything that I shoot, I eat. I don't shoot for game.
I got news for you.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those emotional people when people kill animals.
Oh, no.
My thing is after everything that's happened with the Charlie Kirk stuff and all the fallout from that, for me, it's like I think people forgot how to be just in the middle.
Yeah.
You don't need to be left. You don't need to be right. It's okay to say, hey, I'm fiscally responsible and I really believe in minding my own business. And I got a little bit of ridicule for my post that I did.
I saw that.
Not a lot, but a little bit. Like, I had people on the right saying, you should follow everything the Bible says. And then I had people on the left saying, shame on you for saying that, you wouldn't get an abortion. I was like, well, I'm just saying I don't think I would. I had one girl say, didn't you have an abortion in high school? Which is completely false. So it's like, I think people have forgotten, we talk about sports betting, taboo, right? People think it's taboo. You talk about, all the adultery, guilty, taboo. Like, who am I to sit in my chair and tell people how to live their lives with all the flaws that I've had?
Yeah, I think there's, and this is just an opinion, but there's 10% absolute far left, crazy.
Yeah, sure.
10% right,
Yeah.
absolute crazy.
Yeah.
And there's 80% in the middle, like, you two are insane.
Yeah.
But their voices are so much louder because they're insane.
They're just so vulgar. Like,
Right.
he deserved to die. On the right side. You know what? They said that. They deserve to die. I'm like, okay, now we're both wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you're both wrong. Because nobody deserves to die for an opinion.
It's hard to have a rational conversation with an emotional person.
Well, I've learned, because of all the social media stuff that I do, with the sports betting, I don't charge people $1. I just post what I'm going to be betting, and I post tickets that what I take. And I'll have people tell me to go jump off a roof, kill myself, tell me they want to see me, that they're going to kill me. And I laugh because, like, oh, you're going to kill me because I lost money too?
Right. We're in the same boat here, partner.
We're both losing, I guess. It's like I get, like, the way I explain it is Fanatics gives me $20,000 a month. Now it's $27,000 a month because I brought on a guy.
$27,000 a month to play, or they write you a check.
$27,000 a month is a check. $7,000 goes to a guy that creates all of my videos now. I hired him on a full-time basis. He does all my videos. Then I get $20,000 that I have to use for anything that I do related to my show, whether it's tickets or it's this or it's travel. Like, I just went to New York for an event. I had to use that money for that. It's our guy Edgar who films all of our shows. There's a lot to it, right? So I actually am a net loser by filming a show.
Same.
Net loser. But for me, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I want to be out there. I want to talk to people.
Right.
I want to have fun. I want good vibes. For every one bad person I meet 75 to 100 good people.
Yeah.
Okay? And I got news for you. In person, I've only met one person that didn't like me. One.
Their loss.
The only out of all,
Why?
I've met hundreds of thousands of people with all the traveling I've done, with all the sports stuff, people coming up to me, and only one guy out of all the people. I have haters everywhere online. Only one time have I met somebody in person that didn't like me.
Interesting. So was this like a recent interaction?
No, it was actually it was a long time ago. And this guy was like, I'm not taking, his friends wanted to take a picture with us, with me and my buddy Anthony. And he's like, I'm not taking a picture with those fucking losers. And I was like, okay, like, all right. You don't have to. I didn't ask. Like,
right.
And then he was hiding behind his girlfriend. I was like, are you hiding behind your girlfriend as you, like, talk shit? Like,
Right. But did he really meet you then?
He didn't even meet me.
He doesn't even know you.
He didn't want to know me.
So nobody dislikes you.
No, there's people that don't like me, and that's okay. Like I believe that I have no problem being who I am, even when it's uncomfortable.
Right.
Like I will, and I am a ride or die friend. If I ride for you, I ride. Like I will go down with the ship. It's almost to my fault. My wife even says it. She's like, "You would die for your friend." I was like, "Oh God, I don't have brothers."
Right.
So like when my friend needs me, like I'm there.
Right.
Like that's my identity. Like I will fucking do anything for someone that I like.
Yeah, I can attest to that every time I've asked for.
It's a great quality.
Yeah, every
Great
time
quality.
I've asked for a favor, asked for help, like you've never said no. You said I'm on it. There
Yeah,
was no hesitation.
That's the hard part though, because imagine a world that you people online create fake profiles and they say all these mean things, but then you're the opposite. Like I invited someone that was very mean to me here to film a show, and this guy said the craziest shit. And he was nervous. He showed up, though. I give him a lot of credit. Lived in Elk Grove. His name's Ben. Awesome guy. Ben showed up here. I said, you could bring a friend. He was so nervous. He thought he was going to get hurt. I was like, brother, you're safe. Come on in. I had Nestle cookies on the table. I said, have a cookie.
That's awesome.
Like, you're good. We're good.
Can you confirm that? Did you have any?
That's a great story.
Yeah.
So you guys are
So he
boys.
came in as someone who hated me.
Yeah.
After we talked, had a podcast together, he was like, I just want to apologize. You're not who I thought you were.
Not to get too into the politics, but I feel like I hear that oftentimes with like Donald Trump is like after somebody sits down with him and talks to him, they end up like leaving, like Bill Maher, that episode of Bill Maher, and it's kind
He's
of
like, I don't hate him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
Where
don't
are
hate that
cookies? We don't have any cookies.
yeah, we didn't get cookies.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm on a little bit of a diet, peptides. I've been listen, I'm on all the peptides you could imagine. I'm on testosterone, I'm on CJC, I'm on testosterone, I'm on every peptide to try and extend my life as long as
So
possible.
love
next
that.
week, you can come with me.
Okay.
I'm going on a bike ride.
All right.
450 miles. We're raising money for
sick
pediatric
that day.
cancer.
I'll just give you a little bit of money and
It's called 5 days, 450 miles. We're leaving St. Laurie's Children's on Tuesday, and we'll be back to St. Charles. We're going up to Wisconsin, be back to St. Charles on Saturday.
Whoa.
450 miles. I don't like anything that much.
Well, you
Yeah,
said you
I'm
wanted
busy that day.
Can you imagine that?
No.
So I guess that's my hobby, like doing
Yeah, there
wild
you go.
shit.
Yeah, just randomly
I
too.
randomly do wild shit. That's weird. Yeah.
That's the most random thing I've ever heard.
Just gonna jump on a bike with a group of guys.
All right,
We'll
have you
raise
been training?
$400,000. Huh?
Have you been training?
As much as a guy that owns a business with 5 children under 7 that coaches
Will
their
you make
sports
it? Like,
trains,
what if you don't make it? What if you pull a hammy?
get left behind. No, just kidding. We have a
A van?
there's a RV and then 4 like
What's
helper vehicles.
What's the route?
So we'll start at Laurie's Children's in Chicago.
Okay.
So you go, what do you just take Lakeshore all the way up and then cut over and then go all the way up?
Actually, I'll just pull up the route for you. Give me a second.
I actually know the route, I think. Because those bikers are always on the North Shore annoying people.
That's funny.
I hate the biker guys.
Yeah.
So we're going to. I'm gonna pull up our itinerary here.
He's got the itinerary. Do you look at this while you ride?
This is my inappropriate jokes want to start rolling in. I'm like, I want to start saying save some pussy for the rest of us. I want to start saying, I just want to start saying.
I don't know. It's not pulling up. But it's somewhere in Wisconsin, and then we come back down into St. Charles, and every day we'll ride for a kid, raise money for family.
It's keeps the motivation strong.
It does, but it's tough. So people are like, why would you do that? It's like,
So I love Lurie's. They saved my daughter's life. But do you ever think outside of like a hospital like that, like a lot of these fundraisers have the most best intentions?
no. So I'm actually the president of another charity.
Okay.
Is for we raise money for children and young adults with special needs that need help.
Cool.
I have a special needs daughter, so kind of close to my
ties in,
heart. Yep. And some of the things we talk about and some of the things we look at, the money goes directly to a family.
Cool.
Or to an organization that the money goes directly
You
to
see
the
what I'm
family.
saying, though, right? Like,
A lot of the money that is raised in some of these things, you'll see the president like me
yeah,
get paid. Not in our
get a
organization,
huge
but
salary.
yeah, they're on $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 salaries or millions.
You want to know where I struggle? I live in a very nice area here in Hinsdale, and I'm not busting anybody's balls here, okay? But in town, they'll have these events that cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, But I'm like, okay, it's a fundraiser, but you're going to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't fully understand
Yeah.
why we're throwing the. Shouldn't we just have a pizza party?
Right, for sure.
Like, that's where my brain goes.
So
Yeah.
I'm
Instead of a gala.
Yeah.
I'm
That costs hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That's why I'm really tainted. I don't mean to be tainted. The world has fucked me up.
Yeah.
All the things that I've seen, the people I've been around, the stuff I've seen, I feel like as I've come up, I've just seen a lot of bad. So I look at everything, I'm like, it doesn't feel right. You know, like, I love what you're doing, and I'm sure it's real. But there's so many other things that I would look at. Here's the problem. I know you, so I know it's real.
Yeah.
But when somebody comes to me, hey, would you be interested in, I'm like, probably not. Sorry, I'm committed because I'm nervous.
Right.
Because I just don't know if it's going to be what it should be.
I agree. I'm doing a fundraiser right now for so obviously I'm an entrepreneur, business owner, and last year I was a mentor coach for.
You are someone that could say entrepreneur too. Like, you'll start a company overnight. You're like, hey, I don't know this, but I have a lawnmower repair company. I'm like, what the fuck you need a lawnmower repair company for?
Pat can elaborate on some of the things.
Yeah, he's got. I mean, the idea. I've had to shut him down multiple times. Like, dude, I don't know if that one's I don't know if that's the one. But most of the time, he figures out a way to make it work. And
I know. I'm like, wait, yeah. How many
and then I'll need him for that service.
So I told you you're gonna need it. I told you.
So it's called Incubator, and a lot of the high schools around here do an incubator program where they teach entrepreneurship in a business class, essentially. Nothing we had. It's a newer program.
Cool.
And to your point, people are like, oh, let's have this fancy dinner and get all these business owners and raise money. And I said, I was given the opportunity for our program to raise money, and everyone's like, we should do this and we should do that. And we was given a lot of good ideas. My idea is like, no, we're having a taco night with some good liquor, and we are going to raise money for these kids. Like, we're not doing anything fancy. This isn't for us. We're going to give back.
Thing. It's the dresses.
To the
Well, it's probably something to be said about like the people that maybe have the means to donate the type of money that you're looking to raise. Probably like the whining and dining.
They want to do that, right?
Yeah, I don't know, but
I'm not saying that's a blanket
I'd
statement.
pay
for
extra to
everybody.
not go.
But like, you know, well, like you said, the area that you're in, right? I mean,
This area, they love this. They love
they
the
love
event.
that. They love that.
We're doing a wellness house thing. It's for cancer,
sure.
but we're going to spend about $300,000 on this event.
Here's an
downtown.
idea for
doubt.
people having
We'll be there.
weddings. If you want to make more money, you can say, for an extra $1,000, you could wear shorts and a t-shirt. I'd give you an extra $1,000 because I don't want to wear a suit.
Facts.
I think most people don't.
I don't want to dress up. No.
I'm not saying blanket statement, right? That I just think that.
Well, you and your fancy friends go have your fancy dinner.
I'm not going. I'm on board with you guys. I'm just saying. I feel like they probably try to do that to
Entice them to do it.
That appeals to. I think there's just like. I think it's less about like the people that. There's just probably some shady stuff behind the scenes that I think is probably more like grotesque in terms of like.
I agree with that.
That's probably the underlying.
I've been in the world
shittiness.
of A-list celebrity, and I could tell you, it's not them that are into the weird, crazy stuff. It's the people underneath them.
Oh yeah.
Like right underneath them that maybe like I'm telling you, I've seen it.
Yeah.
So speaking of A-list celebrities, I want to go down a quick list of you don't have to talk shit about them, but
Go ahead.
you've had relationships with the Logan and Jake Paul.
Not Logan, Jake.
Jake,
Yeah.
okay. You did better with them. Are you involved in that anymore?
So I invested $1 million into that company, and I really hope it works out. They just expanded their sports book. They're doing better than I thought they were, to be honest.
Okay.
Better. They're doing better than I thought they were, which is great. I don't know where that's going to land, but I will tell you, everyone, if you don't like Jake, he wants you to not like him.
Why?
Because he either wants you to love him or hate him. And if at any point you don't have an opinion, that means he's not doing his job.
I think the pendulum's swinging to like liking him. Yeah.
And you got to interview Tom Brady.
I did. Tom was very dry. Nice guy, super guarded. And I get it, kind of.
Yeah.
Like when you're Tom Brady, you have to be guarded. Where me, I'm like, I don't know what it's like to be Tom Brady. So I'm just so open. Like, I'll just be honest and open up. Interviewing him, though, was a really good experience for me, though. Like, seeing, like, you could see in his eyes, he's just built a little different.
Yeah.
Like, his ability just to be like, no, like, I'm going to do it. And you're like, oh, fuck, he's going to do it.
Yeah. I want to know if it's true he's really getting $75 million for that flag football league.
I can ask, not him directly, but I can ask somebody close enough to him.
I want to know if that's true. If he's really getting, because everyone's like, he's getting $75 million.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
When they go to the Middle East to do something like this, and I see all the names that are going, someone's making a lot of money.
Yeah, just Middle East, say less.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, Jake's done some deals with some of the Middle East money, and it's real. It's real dough.
Yeah.
And it's dough that we've never even imagined. And let me tell you something. If they wanted to buy the NBA and they wanted to buy the NFL and they wanted to move them all there, it would all be there.
Wow.
If they wanted. They have that much money that people would all just move, like all the players would.
That
all
oil
right,
money,
gotta
right?
go. It's just it's awkward money though. It's like, oh, you're a billionaire. They're like, oh, there's 40 of us here that are all billionaires in this one room right now.
Wow.
And we're trillionaires actually, which people don't even know about. It's just there's money there that people can't even fathom.
That's crazy.
Like, oh, if you tell over there, and Jake told me the story, if you tell them, hey, I really like that watch you're wearing, they take it off their wrist. They just give it to you. Oh, my brother, if you said that you like my watch, you must need it.
Whoa.
Take it. It's yours now.
That's wild.
Like, they do stuff like that. Like, it's that crazy. They have so much money there. It's like, instead of like, oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I like it. They take it off. They're like, if you stop to compliment it, it means that you need it and you want it. And they take it off their wrist.
Wow.
Like, that's Middle Eastern money, man. It's real.
Wow.
That's wild.
That's really, that's crazy.
Let's go back to businesses and starting businesses. You just started one.
Yes, opened up a card business, and that's all credited to Michael Rubin.
Very cool.
Yeah, Rubin's.
You have a good relationship with him?
Yes, we've grown way closer than I ever anticipated, to be honest with you. And he's way more normal than people have ever imagined. He could be here right now, and you wouldn't even know the difference. Like, he's just such a laid-back, nice, genuine dude. You don't expect billionaires to be like that. He's worth 30, 40 billion.
That's crazy. What he's built is absolutely amazing.
He's an absolute mastermind. He is the delegator of delegators, and it really actually gave me a great lesson. You don't need to do everything on your own. You just need to hire people that are talented, and I agree with that. Surround yourself with people that are talented and let them do their job.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do a better job at that moving forward after seeing what he's done.
Good. So tell us a little bit about the card business. We were sitting back here about an hour ago.
Yeah.
And I had no idea what was going on. It was like a foreign language.
Yeah, it's crazy world.
What was it? It was called breaking?
So it's card breaking. So card breaking on apps like Fanatics Live, whatnot, people could go on and you're chasing really high-end cards. Really what at the end of the day is it's like a different form of gambling, and they'll get mad at me for saying that, but that's what it is. But long story short, what it is like you also are investing in teams or players that you like. So it's actually a really wild world. My first month at my store, I did $700,000 in sales.
Wow.
That's insane.
My first month.
That's crazy.
I mean, we're talking just cards.
We're talking just cards.
Wow.
You sold any of those jerseys that we hung up for you?
I sold 2 of them so far.
Because they were hung up so well?
I sold 2 of them so far.
I got a call. It was last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I already sold 2 of them.
You called me, you're like, I need these jerseys hung. And I said, oh, when? You're like, no, like.
Do you know why? Because when you're staring at all these boxes that are right there, you're like, I need to get these up. This looks terrible.
Yeah.
I'm all about aesthetic. I think aesthetic's important when you walk into a business.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got to get these up. Plus, you can't sell something that's sitting on the ground.
For sure.
It needs to be hung up. People need to visualize. And since I hung it, I sold 2 of them in, fast. Actually, I sold one the day after you put them in. The next day, I sold a Caleb Williams signed jersey.
Wow.
I guarantee you I sell every jersey that you hung up, and I have to start replacing them.
What was the, so you said 700,000.
Yes.
In how quick of a time?
30 days.
The first 30 days.
Wow.
With all credit card in-person swipes. No online sales, no nothing.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
There's a jersey downstairs I'm going to need for my podcast room.
Barry Sanders?
Nope.
Which one?
Number 4.
Brett Favre.
Brett Favre.
He's one of my favorites of all time.
Yeah.
Did you know that? He's my favorite quarterback of all time.
He's my favorite player of all time.
Even dick pic and all, I still loved him.
Dick pic and all.
You want to know why? I tried to defend him during that, even though of course I would. But there you go. That was just looked like a young version of his wife. He didn't mean to cheat. He just saw his wife and that girl. So, I tried to defend him through all the bad too.
Yeah. Well, he was my favorite player.
Oh, so I love him.
We're gonna
Remember the Dorsey Levens, Mark Chmura, that whole era.
Reggie White.
Oh, God.
Gilbert Brown.
Dorsey Levens, number 25.
25.
Yeah.
People don't realize football today is not what it is without the Brett Favres.
The foundation, man.
Yeah, I mean, Brett Favre opened up the road of saying, I don't give a fuck if I throw an interception. I'm going to throw it.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning following his footsteps right away.
He sure did. He sure did.
Yeah.
So back to Breakpoint. What are you doing there now?
So I am hiring a team of people to handle not just the front end of the store, but handle the online auctions is really where the money's at. Yeah. So we debuted our live stream for the first time yesterday. We did a $70,000 sales day on Fanatics Live.
And this is at the shop?
This is at the shop.
Okay.
So your shop, I'm not a card guy. I have a kid that, I'll go to Best Buy and get him some Pokemon cards, get him some whatever. Do you have those cards where I can bring him there and say, hey, go get your Topps cards?
You could come in there. You could get Topps, Panini, Pokemon, all the TCG stuff, Disney, Star Wars, boxing, WWE. We have every single type of box you can imagine.
So I've got a question, just as somebody who knows nothing about it.
Sure.
Can you pull some of these really valuable cards in a random pack?
Yeah.
Any random pack? Or
So it's based on the product, right? So right now everyone's ripping Flawless. And grab me that little briefcase. Grab that.
The silver one?
So that's silver briefcase. This is last year's, but people rip these. Right now, there's people on the app ripping these right now, and it's $50,000 or $25,000 per case, $25,000. So it's a Toyota Corolla, every case.
Well, right, but
what's in it?
But this is there's cards.
The keys to the car?
There's a bunch of packs.
You wish.
Right?
It's cards, singles. There's probably 10 or 15 cards in each box.
But this isn't like checkout at the grocery store where you see like the packs of cards with.
No, like this is all random. It could be nothing. It could be something.
But my question though is could you grab just a pack of cards?
Yeah.
Anywhere in that pack?
It has to be is it basketball? Is it baseball? Is it football? What tier product is it? Like there's different tiers to it.
Okay.
Like could you hit a $2,000 card out of a $5 pack? Sure.
Okay.
But if you want to hit like a $500,000 card, you need to get really lucky out of like maybe a $15 pack. But like the chances are 1 in a million.
Yeah.
$1 million Marco.
But what I will tell you is there's a chance, but while you're doing this, you have to understand there's more to just opening the packs. It's collecting the players you like.
Right.
Like who's your favorite football player?
Oof.
Just give me one. Right now, current.
Will Compton.
He's not current.
He's retired.
Yeah, no.
Oh man, this is tough.
Right now,
who is your favorite football player?
He's a big Joe Flacco.
No, I loved watching Nick Bosa play.
Not anymore.
But yeah, just tore his ACL. He's not like my favorite player, but I like watching him play. I like watching like Roquan Smith play.
Okay, former Bear. So here's what I'll tell you. Like Roquan, I have his card at my shop right now.
Yeah.
So you can go buy one of his good cards. He's a defensive player. Defensive players don't sell very well.
Right.
But like if you wanted to say I want to invest in Caleb Williams, I've got Caleb Williams cards that are 10, 15 grand right now.
Oh, really?
And those cards could be 500,000 if they end up being something.
Yeah.
So like the crazy part
Who
about
values
cards
that?
Really the market, right? The supply and demand. If I told you that I own every big Caleb Williams card and you want one, you got to come to me to get it.
So offensive player, I like watching Josh Allen.
So Josh Allen right now is one of the hottest players. If you said I want a signed rookie card of his, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
Do you think that Haley Steinfeld kind of got him up like another level?
He did it himself. Nobody cares about Haley Steinfeld. Now Travis Kelce, his stock and cards went up because of his girl.
Because of his girl.
Because unfortunately, and I say this, he was really, let's be honest, he was really talented.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Hall
One of
of
the
Fame.
best all time. But it got clouded by Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, why don't you like Travis? I'm like, no, I love Travis. I hated how everything got clouded because of his wife.
Right.
So I don't think it was fair to him. And I would even say that to him. Like, I don't hate you. I love you. I think you're an amazing player. You've won and you've lost me money. Like, I bet against you and lost, and I've bet on you and you have won. It's not about money. What this is about is I don't think people recognize how talented you are or were, all because you went and ended up with somebody that is an absolute international superstar.
That and the Pfizer boy.
Well,
20. What did they come out? 20 million.
20 million is 20 million.
I know. Did
20
he
bucks,
need it?
20
Did
bucks.
he need it?
He didn't need it.
He didn't need it.
He didn't need it. I'm going to be honest with you. His agent said, you're going to do it.
Yeah.
And what happens is his girl's like, that's the easiest $20 million ever. Like, why wouldn't you? And I hate to say it, 20 million probably sounds pretty nice. You know what? It's like, you know what? You get to stick to your morals and just go on there and film a commercial. Let's be honest. At the point that he did that, you know what? I'm going to go in reverse here. I dogged him for this, for doing that thing. But now that I think about it, let's talk about it. Anybody at that point that wasn't getting the vaccine was not getting the vaccine.
Yeah.
So it's like he didn't. I mean, I don't think he persuaded anybody.
But he didn't film it at that time though.
No.
No, I think that was filmed
Early.
Oh.
Well, here's what I'll tell you. Like, I didn't get vaccinated.
Me neither.
I was completely against it.
Which is like in the rare like percentage of people.
Which is wild for me to think.
Yeah.
That was a big talking point for my wife and I. I said, if you vaccinate our kids, we're divorced.
Yeah.
That was a hard point for me.
Yeah.
I just
line in the sand.
And it wasn't about like I vaccinate my children for everything, but it's like I want stuff proven.
Yeah.
Like I want like, hey, I got that shot. All right, we're good. You know, that's how my brain works. But with that whole thing, I just felt everything forced. Yeah. And then I'm seeing the athletes go down.
Well, it goes back to when you were growing up. It's kind of like if you tell me to go, like I have to go do something now, like I don't want to do it.
And I heard like we're giving out French fries if you get vaccinated. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
What's going on here? If they would have just been like,
if you want to get it, great. If you don't, I'd be like, you know what? Let's go get that shot.
Yeah, maybe we should go get this.
Yeah. Like, but they made it like seem so just.
You have to have it.
Yeah, I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But let's be like I said, he didn't persuade anybody to get that shot. So they wasted $20 million because they could have put any Joe Schmo on there to do it for nothing.
So you're taking it back.
I'm gonna take it back.
Good call.
I'm gonna take
20
it back.
million.
For $20 million, you just go smile and laugh and be like, yeah, whatever.
For sure.
They paid me.
No doubt.
Yeah, I would have done it for $20 million.
For $20 million, you're doing it?
Yeah, because if he's not persuading anybody,
He's not.
right? So if I know I'm not going to persuade anybody,
Who are we kidding? He's definitely persuading some people, but
You think so?
I don't know. I mean, yeah. You know, you're looking at like your circle of people.
I don't think
Probably
the
not
three of us
persuading.
are going to sit at the football, watching the football game, and be like, "Oh, there's."
No, I'm not
commercial."
talking about the three of us.
You know what, Pat? He's right. We should go.
Right. Yeah. Well,
After we bet on this red zone game, we're gonna go and
yeah. No, he's not. I'm not saying us. He's persuading. I'm saying he's definitely persuading some people.
for sure.
So.
So we have some cards over here.
Yes.
One, why are they here? Two, there's a lot. Three,
Is that Magic
Johnson?
Johnson?
Is that Magic Johnson? Is that
Yeah,
authenticated?
you want to grab it?
Can I? Well, I
Grab
guess,
it. You can touch it. So that is a Magic Johnson.
That's not how you hold a card.
It's okay. This is a Magic Johnson signed flawless card. 10. There's only 10 of these out there. This is gold to 10. Believe it or not, Magic Johnson's not the big dollar chase.
Who is?
Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Steph Curry, all the current rookies that are out there coming up and coming. But these cards,
Luka? If people want Luka's card,
yes, Luka's a big.
but like,
chase.
what's this card worth?
That card's probably worth $500.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else we got going on over here?
I mean, grab that one that's in the plastic right there, like that hard plastic. Yeah, grab that.
Okay.
So this is Jared McCain out of National Treasures, numbered to true 99, which is his true RPA, rookie patch auto. This is a $6,000 card.
How long you been into cards?
So I was into cards when I was a kid, and then I rounded it about with sports about 3 years ago. Got back out of it, and then I fell back into it just because of Michael Rubin, and I love it. I think it's so fun.
But like this, like the way that you rattled off like RPA or what was it? And
Rookie patch auto.
Yeah. Like just having all this knowledge. Did that come within the last like 3 years?
No, like that's a jersey patch, right? So his auto, that's his jersey, so that's his rookie year. So there's an RC symbol on it. You see the RC on the corner, right? Top right.
Yeah.
RC auto patch, RPA.
got it.
Learning the different variations, though, yeah, I would say that's
Because like I think like I used to collect cards, right? I used to collect Pokemon cards.
When you were a
I used to
kid,
collect baseball
Do you
cards.
still have your Pokemon cards?
I don't.
Yeah, me either. My mom threw them away.
Yeah, same.
But there's our generation, you and I, 36, 37, we had the real shit.
Yeah, I'll be 37 in November, but
Yeah, there's so many cards out now. I'm like, what is this? It doesn't even seem.
The Pokemon is way more foo-fooey now. It's
Yeah.
been like, but that's the market. Like, it's a very big market.
Yeah.
Millions of dollars.
yeah.
It's interesting.
People have no, buckle up. This is never going away.
Yeah, no. Well, we were just talking before because we were talking about your card shop and then there's all the cards here, and it was like you said the logo man, right? And it's like, does like Panini and Topps and all these card producers? Is there like serial numbers to like make sure that they're not just they could just go print another
100%. So what they do is like on this one it's to 99. So there's this one's what is this one number 2? This one is 63 of 99. So this one, there's only 99 of these. That's 10 of 10.
Okay.
So they put, like, they number them. And there are rare times where it finds out that card got printed twice. They buy that card back.
All right. So, favorite card of all time that you have owned or currently own?
I don't have a favorite. All I care about is money.
Okay. What is one card you want?
So I'm collecting Modest Buzelis, who's the current Bulls rookie. Okay. He's turned into a very good friend of mine. We spent a lot of time together. He's 20. I feel like I'm a big brother to him or an uncle. He's turned to me for a lot of stuff. I've protected him downtown from spending money on dumb shit. So I'm collecting all of his cards. And I probably have about $400,000 invested into Modest Buzelis.
Wow.
Yeah. I own his best cards that are out. Flawless now just dropped, so I need to go on a new chase now with the Flawless cards of his. But I'll spend a couple $100,000 more. I'll probably be about $600,000-$700,000 in on his cards. If he goes to the playoffs and does good this year, probably worth about $2 or $3 million.
Wow.
So is this like where you like own the rights?
I'll say this. Right now, if you want Modest, you got to come to Chicago and get it because I own his shit.
Yeah, that's funny.
I own like 30 of his one-of-one best cards. I have all of his. I own his stock. His stock in the trading card world is Marco. And there's one guy named Harone down in Florida that has a good amount too, but I have the most.
Interesting.
What a world. It's a whole different world.
Yeah, it's wild. It's like insider trading, kind of.
I just know he's good, so I'm buying.
Yeah.
Do you think the Bulls are going to make the playoffs?
They're plus 300 to make the playoffs, so the betting odds say no. But I'm a Bulls fan, so I'm always hopeful.
Yeah, when's Chicago team's going to turn it around?
I gave up wondering, but we'll really know. If the Bears don't beat the Vikings this week, the Raiders this week, I think the city's up for grabs. I think people will check out.
Yeah. Over under 5.5 wins for the Bears this season.
I think over, but I think under 8.
So if I said 7.5, because that's what I gave Clay, the odds 7.5. So 7.5, you think it's under?
God, I think it's a 50 coin flip for 8 wins. What about you?
Sell the team.
So here's my thing. The family, I'd love to buy that team, for the record. I actually think the city should. I think people of Illinois and Chicago should rally together to buy it.
You think they should? Well, I guess I'll let you finish before I ask the next question.
Let the public buy it.
Yeah.
Like let the public buy the team.
Yeah, like the Packers.
Like the Packers.
Yeah.
Let the public buy the team, or let me buy the team. I will make the Bears winners. I would make the Bears winners so fast. I don't care what I'd have to spend. I'd figure it out. Even if I lost money to own the team, I would figure it out. Because my respect, when I walk around, people would be like, I respect him. And all I want them to do is to stop looking at it like a business and just spend money.
Well, it's all now just real estate business now. It's no longer games.
I know, it's the stadium. It's what you can get in the stadium. It's the concerts.
On the outside of the stadium.
It's all the foo-foo shit. I don't care about the foo-foo shit. I want wins.
Right.
And like I said, and I said this about Caleb Williams, I don't care what color he paints his nails. I think he's fabulous. Fucking go win. Be fabulous.
Winning solves everything, right? But
I'll paint my nails with you. Just fucking win.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It doesn't matter. It's
like if you're a winner, nobody cares what you do off the field.
You can do anything you want.
I say that all the time.
Yeah. Now, if you start losing, the nails are kind of, maybe.
Hey, he goes out every night, but he wins.
Yeah.
That was the Johnny Manziel, who's a friend of mine. He went out every night in college, but he won.
Winning solves it.
So I'm just saying, it's been a little frustrating.
Arlington Heights, you happy with it? Or
yeah,
not?
I'm very happy about it.
Yeah, I am too. But then I saw that when the Bears posted it, and all these comments, there's
these are all these people that have like all these people that live in like Naperville are all upset. Yeah. Like
So I went to the game this past weekend.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. It was one of the most miserable things driving to the stadium. It's the most inaccessible stadium in the NFL.
It's a terrible
if people
stadium,
knew
too.
where Soldiers Field was, it's literally in a landlocked spot with no parking. If you want to walk to the game, it's over a mile. It's not easy. It's not safe.
It's not safe. The food is in the
terrible.
Drinks, and it's so expensive. The field sucks. Players do not like playing on that field.
No, that field's injury prone everywhere.
It's garbage. And they've got concerts the night before.
If you're a football player, which you were, right?
Yeah.
That's the last place you want to be drafted to.
Yeah, like nobody wants to go there. I mean, I think they see the appeal in just like the Chicago market being a good market.
Sure, you live in a nice populated area.
Yeah.
But if I was going to say, can I go live in a nice populated area, or do I go live in a culture that's going to help me be better and be great? I'm going to be honest. If players started having this idea of like, okay, I don't want to go to Cleveland, I don't want to go to Chicago because of like maybe just the environment, I'd understand that more. Like if you notice, these small market teams are now becoming the big dogs. Mm-hmm. Look at San Diego is starting to, or like the Chargers and the Rams, like they're an anomaly, right? Because that's LA. But if you look at, you have the Chiefs, you have the Ravens. You ever been to Baltimore? It's terrible.
No.
Terrible city.
Yeah.
But they're freaking so good at football. I don't care about them losing last night. Doesn't matter. They're going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's like I don't care about the one regular season game they lost to the Lions. I'm just saying, like, look at the Buffalo Bills. What are you going to do in Buffalo other than win?
Yeah.
Nothing. There's nowhere to go after 11 o'clock probably or 12 o'clock. There's no distractions. It's sex, food, and football.
Green Bay.
Same thing. What are you going to do up in Green Bay? They drive down to Chicago to go out.
It's a long drive.
Long drive.
Yeah.
Or they plane it down for about $10,000. They can plane it there and back, private. But I'm just saying, like, these small market teams, they're going to be able to capitalize. Kansas City, perfect example.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay's starting to show that a little bit. Like, Tampa Bay's not a big city, but it's like in the middle. I'd love to go play in Tampa. It's hot, it's warm, nice people. I want Chicago to be great, but they need to sell the team. They need to move the stadium. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, with the Ryans own part of the team.
Are you emotional about them going to Arlington Heights? Does that bother you?
I absolutely love it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love because
A lot of pushback, though.
I won't go to a game often only because
It's miserable.
It's miserable going to the
I mean,
city. I don't like going to the city.
Yeah.
When you guys always, I'm like, I'm not going.
No, I don't like going to the city.
I get invited to Bears games every year, all year. I say no every time.
Yeah.
I try to go to one, but like it's just not worth it.
No, I went one in the past 2 or 3 years. Yeah. I hate going to the city. So, all right, what's the address to Breakpoint?
100 West Chestnut Street is Breakpoint Cards.
Can they buy anything online?
Yes, our website is up. I think it's breakpointchicago.com.
You're right over there by the train
Yeah.
station.
Yeah. Where do you live? Where are you at?
I'm in Wheaton, but there's an office that I'm in quite a bit over there on Chestnut.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You don't even come visit? You just don't say hi?
I was wondering who lived in this fucking house.
Just the antisocial hermit that lives here. My goal is actually to sell this house and build something else.
Yeah,
Where would you go?
Can I be involved in that build? Because the past two,
Yeah, you could be involved in that one.
I mean, every time you build, I got to come and fix everything.
You're not wrong. My builder was not great, but we fixed a lot of the problems now. We're good. This house is beautiful, and people definitely want to buy it. I've had a lot of offers, but I want to build another house. I want to downsize a little bit. Like, we don't need 14,000 square feet.
Yeah, this is insane.
It's huge.
This is insane. Yeah.
It's like a resort.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful.
Where do you want to build? Still same area?
Yeah. Within this historic district in Hinsdale. I like it here. The people are great.
It's a cool spot.
This community's been the best community ever. It's better than the North Shore. I don't care what anybody says.
Really?
Those are fighting words.
Those are fighting words in this area. I'm just saying, like,
When you're talking about burbs battling each
I
other.
grew up in Lake Forest, and I'm letting you know, people here are way cooler than Lake Forest. Sorry, and I don't care what their dad does, because that's what everyone cares about up there.
So, and then there's like the Elmhurst Hinsdale, where it's like
Elmhurst is like that weird stepbrother that nobody wants.
Yeah.
That's what Elmhurst is.
what? Yeah, that's
Park
what
Ridge,
that's what I
Elmhurst.
hear.
Park Ridge and Elmhurst, and I would say Wheaton, 3 very similar, right?
Thanks for that. Appreciate that.
Took him a second to get. He's like, I guess. Yeah. No, the problem is the only downside to the burbs we've all named.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
The taxes in Illinois are
Insane.
out of control.
Insane.
I know that's not what we're talking about here today, but my taxes on this property are $90,000 a year.
Shit, I thought mine were bad.
I thought mine were bad.
I'm contesting them to get them down.
Yeah, but what does it go now? 85?
It should drop to like 80. It should, because I look at other houses that are comparable, and I'm like, yo, they're paying like way less than I am. Like,
Yeah.
what's up with that? So I contested them to like argue, but like imagine a world where I'm paying freaking that much.
And they don't go down. They're just going to go up. Like 10 years from now, they're going to be even higher. And 20 years
That's
from
the problem. Like, imagine your house is paid off, but then you owe $10,000 a month in just taxes. What?
Yeah.
Right. Are you still involved in the car business at all?
Yeah, all the time. That's actually what I was getting blown up about right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I heard you on the phone earlier.
The car business is my baby, and it's something that people don't know it, but I'm very cocky about this. I am awkwardly talented in the car business.
That's what Sam said. Baccarat.
I love Sam.
Yeah,
you know Uncle Sam?
Yeah, we bought our Jeep from it.
I love Sam. I'm awkwardly talented at the car business. I just like to do so many other things too. I love to go and be in the sports stuff. I love to go and be on the card world. I like to do different things. The idea of being stuck in an office, the same office every day, makes me go crazy. I'm not built for it.
Delegate.
That's why Sam is one of the best people I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
I don't even look at him as an employee. I look at him as a brother.
Yeah.
Like, he's somebody, if I called it at 3 a.m. and I'm crying and I need help, he'd be right there.
Well, we had a couple issues with the Jeep, and
You're not the first person to have a problem with the Jeep.
I know. I didn't want to.
I love Jeep, for the record. I think it's a cool brand.
Stellantis has had their struggles, but
he didn't build the fucking car.
I did. He brought it up.
I don't build cars. I sell cars.
Yeah, but he's been great every time I've hit him up. So no, the customer service aspect of it has been awesome. And
Well,
we like our Jeep too.
I
So.
love that. Sam is my favorite though. He's great.
I know you got another show to film.
Shooting my show tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate you having us at your house.
Your family. I love you. I appreciate you coming.
Yeah, no, thank you, and appreciate taking the time on your dad. I know you're busy. Obviously, 3 kids.
Anything for
wife.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything for you.
And you mean that too, because
I do.
I call you all the time.
I do. Anything for you except for $450, 450-mile bike rides. I don't know if I can do that one.
Yeah, you've been busy that day. Cool.
And thank you, Edgar, too. Obviously, supporting us both.
Love you all. Thank you so much.
Yep. Thank you.
Talk to you.
Appreciate it, man.